1,496. Look at that versus that. Horrible, man. I've been using the stuff, man. The this kind of serum for the scalp that's supposed to... Hold on. That is supposed to revitalize the oh no, it's too loud. Revitalize hair growth, but I've been using it for a little bit. I mean, you know what? Perhaps I'm just being too impatient. I think I've been using it for maybe over a month now. Month and a bit. Are we coming up to 2? Actually, no, because hold on. Yeah, it must be a bit over a month because I think I got this stuff like December time. I could probably figure it out actually. I'm sure I've got a note of when the stuff was delivered. I feel like we're talking end of December, maybe beginning of Jan. So yeah, we'll call it month and a bit. Yeah, maybe I'm just being too impatient because once upon a time, my hair used to grow super quick. In my younger days, then things really started to slow down and then things just seemed to just completely level out to the point whereby I don't even know if my hair's growing anymore. Like, I really don't. And as much as I do want to take it all off, just for ease sake, a little bit shook. Not gonna lie that I'd take it off and it just wouldn't grow back and I'd just be permanently left with reduced height and a small little Malteser head. That's not good. That wouldn't be good. But yeah, I don't know. I should wait for maybe about 3 to 4 months to see if there's any progress. So I'm probably just gonna have to you know, I don't have to actually. Like, what I can do is, what I was intending on doing is going to the barbers and just getting this up here and here just kind of shaped, trimmed, so, you know, it's kind of more in line with what's going on here. Because when I just look at pictures, man, it looks so unbelievably what's even the word I'm looking for? Just uneven. Unbelievably uneven and flipping top heavy on this side. It looks disgusting. So but yeah, anywho, as for today, finally, I fully thought this film was Final Destination as well. There's a scene of someone watching people on like a big Ferris wheel. And I was like, oh no, I've seen this before. But no, it's actually The Notebook, so about as far removed from Final Destination as you can get now. Yeah, because even it was, what's his name? Ryan Gosling. I saw him and I was like, hold on, he wasn't in Final Destination. Is this a new one? What's going on? But anyway, yeah, I finally returned or began the process of returning my skooma machine. And I was an idiot. I didn't read the instructions properly, so they sent me a label, what I thought was a label thing. So I was like, well, I obviously need to print this off and then attach it to the box. So not all of, but yesterday, I wanted to try and go to like an internet cafe. First, I checked with one of my friends because they were going out to one studio. I was like, yo, have you got like a printer there? They were like, nah, they don't have a printer there. And I was thinking, okay, internet cafe. I located one in my area, and it was saying that they closed late. So I was like, okay, cool. I was going to head down there, but just before I went to head down, I thought, you know what, let me just double check. And then I checked another place. Well, I checked another source online for that same internet cafe, and they were telling me that they were closed. So I was like, okay, the first website I've checked says they're open till late, and then the next one they close early-ish. So I was like, bro, which is it? So then on the website that was showing me the late closing, I saw a phone number and I called that number. The number you have dialed has not been recognised. I was like, bro, come on, man. Just update your flipping details, bro. What's going on? Is it that hard? Just make sure that all sources have the correct information, please. You know, because potentially some poor sod who's one day going to see that. And unlike me, they won't necessarily check anywhere else, and they'll go down there and the thing will be flipping closed. It's nah, man. It's annoying. It's annoying. So might have to see if I can report that somewhere. Get that amended. That's the point. It's all well and good for me to complain about it, but then if I don't do anything, then I'm just kind of almost enabling the issue to carry on. So yeah. So anyways, back to what I was saying. Yes, I didn't read the instructions properly. I thought I had to print off this thing, but when I read it properly, it was like the label, or I'm not even sure if I can call it a label, but the thing that they sent me that I thought was a label was basically something that you go to a DPD drop-off point, and it's like a QR code, and you get them at the shop to scan the QR code, and then they can print off a label for DPD and then put it on the box, and then DPD comes and collects it whenever. So yeah, I was like, shoot. So I didn't even have to be stressing about printing off a label and all of that, which means I could have actually returned it yesterday, but because I can't bloody read. Anywho, so yeah, went to return it today, dropped it off, got a receipt with like a tracking number, so I should be tracking it. I did, because I have the CEO's WhatsApp number, I did send them a message just to let them know as well. They haven't actually picked up or gotten back to me, so maybe they're busy. But whilst I'd done that, I thought, you know what, let me actually venture out and just do something, just go about, have a little roam about. Unfortunately, it was pissing down with rain, which was not great. Though I did have my lovely thick winter coat with me. Still got pretty wet, which is not great. Yeah, that wasn't fun, but c'est la vie, c'est la vie. So yeah, I didn't even know where I was gonna go, but I ended up going into Central, just having a wander around really. I went up to M&S flagship store, and I'm not sure if I've ever been in there before. It's up on like Oxford Circus, massive M&S store, like multiple floors, like 3, 4, maybe even 5 floors. Of course I didn't go on all of them because it was getting kind of late-ish as well, but obviously I went to the most important floor, the food floor. That being said though, I was not actually particularly impressed. Like it was big, but it wasn't, for it being a flagship store, I thought it was going to be a lot more comprehensive and involved in what they had going on there. Like, again, it was big, but I thought the food floor would have been bigger, considering, I mean, I don't know, maybe M&S gets a substantial amount of income from other things that they sell, though I suspect not. We know food is probably their biggest seller. It's their biggest seller, I'm sure it is. And if it ain't, it's definitely one of their biggest sellers. Not they even sell a bag of stuff anyways now. Like what, clothes, food, maybe some other random bits, accessories, I don't know, kitchenware, possibly. But yeah, man, so flagship store Oxford Circus, I was a bit disappointed. I saw like a few things that I haven't seen before, which, again, I don't know if these are new things or just stuff that are there because it's a bigger store. Because, you know, there are certain things that you just won't see in smaller ones. But, yeah, definitely it's not necessarily always about going to flagship stores or the biggest ones. Certain times it's about going to sizable ones, but maybe ones that are a bit more tailor-made or, you know, targeted towards certain things. Like, for example, there's one in Brixton, which initially used to be clothes and food. Then they did a complete overhaul. They dashed out the clothes in the bin, bruv. They were like, no, we ain't selling clothes in here anymore. And it was, oh, hello. Nearly ran over. They're just like, no, bun these clothes, man. We're going to be selling food and food only. And honestly, the store looks amazing, and the variety there is stupendous. I actually really like the Brixton one, man. But yeah, you know what? Whilst I'm off, I could probably make this a thing, going to different M&S's. Yeah, man, might have to do that. But yeah, so I went to there, and then I popped over to Selfridges afterwards. It's quite cool, actually. When I came out, I was directly, not just opposite Selfridges, but I was opposite the part of Selfridges I wanted to go into, which was the food hall. Obviously, went in there, had a little gander around, and I was so tempted to buy a bag of stuff, man. I fully had to hold it down. I was actually quite proud of myself that I managed to resist. Oh no, flip. Shoot. This video is going to be uploaded late. Oh man. Shoot. Oh, balls. Alright. It is what it is, man. Got a bit carried away with this. I noticed the time as well, and I thought, I'd had enough time to chat, but I've been talking for too long, yapping on. I've got like 2 minutes left. This 12-minute video is not going to make it in 2 minutes, so I'll just say this from now. I'll probably be uploading this after midnight now, so actually no, I'll do my usual bit at the end. Oh man, it's annoying. Okay, anyways, as I was saying, yeah, I was quite proud of myself for holding it down and not spending money in there, because the temptation was real, and I've got the money as well, because, you know, it's just paid recently, so, but yeah, gotta just keep it calm. It will be there still. There's one thing I nearly bought, and the only thing that saved me was, it looks like and there was 2 of them as well. 2 people had already come and seen the bargains and picked it up. There was this section, like the fish section, and they had like these varying smoked salmons there. Obviously mad expensive, it being Selfridges. But there was this pack of salmon, which was like, again, just the kind of slices of smoked salmon. Is like 200 grams, which is obviously a fair bit. And it's normally like $24.99, so money. But it was reduced, and it was like 11 or 12 pounds, something like that. So I was like, yo, saw that, and I was like, you know what, let me just leave it. I'll come back to it after I've done the rounds. Did the rounds, resisted. When I came back, and again, there was 2 packs that were discounted because the use by date was today. Oh, I can't even say today now. Yesterday, the 3rd. And yeah, them 2 packs are gone, and this was in the space of maybe like about 10 or 15 minutes. So people had seen that and picked it up, and this was getting close to closing time as well, so people swooped in on that, boy. So I was like, okay, cool, saves my bank account, it's fine. And came out of there, and I was like, you know what, I've seen stuff, but I do kind of still want to buy something. So I was thinking, you know, where can I go? And then something came to mind. Gorgeous donuts, Donatellia, artisan posh donuts. Some of the nicest donuts I've ever had. No cap. Amazing donuts. introduced it to a few of my friends, and there's a couple of them that love it and a couple who think it's quite overrated, but those ones who think it is, they're overrated themselves and they have no taste, so we'll ignore them. But yeah, so I picked up a couple I would show, but I'm sure they're going to collapse in the bag, so in the box, so I'm going to leave it. But yeah, they're expensive as well, man. It's like about, and they're smaller than standard donuts, but they're proper. So I went to head down there. I went to one up by Carnaby Street, which is a new-ish one. I wasn't aware of a Carnaby Street one being open, but went there, that was closed. Then I started heading to another one, which is up by like Leicester Square area. That was the first one to open. So I was like, okay, I was walking down there. Then I started passing through like Chinatown. And then something came to mind. This, it was this place that does what they call like a Chinese burger. And I've seen it on Instagram a few times. And it's basically like a proper kind of like low-key, lo-fi little, just kind of vegetables and meat in this like flaky pastry. And it looks very simple and humble, but apparently it's really, really nice. So I thought, oh shoot, yeah, let me go. Couldn't remember the names. Kung Fu Burger, yeah? Bruv, listen, it's Kung Fu Burger place. And it's just this small little hole in the wall place. They do accept card as well. I thought they were only going to accept cash. They accept card. No Amex though, apparently. Who uses Amex, mate? But yeah, went there literally about 20 minutes before they closed. So I thought, oh, man. But yeah, went there, ordered they do a few things. They actually do chicken feet as well, similar to Jamaicans. But yeah, I went for the Chinese burger. So they do a pork one, a beef one, and a hoisin duck one, I think. I was thinking it's either going to be beef or pork. No, I don't have a problem with duck, but yeah, duck wasn't really feeling for a duck at the time, so it was either pork or beef. And I asked the woman, like, what would you recommend, pork or beef? She seemed pretty deadpan and unimpressed, and maybe she just wanted to go home. It was obviously cold as well. It was when it was rainy. But she was just like, yeah, pork. I was like, okay, cool, I'll go for the pork. Did that, didn't take too long. I got this thing. Now listen. Now, what I will say is that some of the pork that I was a bit on the dry side, yeah? Not gonna lie. Some of the pork's a bit dry. However, doesn't matter. Don't flipping care. Bruv, I bit into that thing. Bruv, I bit into a taste. I had a taste of China, yeah? I felt like I was eating a Chinese restaurant in flipping Hong Kong. Bruv, listen. Why? Oh my lord. Bro, I was eating China. That thing there, I was just like, yo, this tastes like China. It was beautiful, man. And maybe this had something to do with the fact that I was hungry as well. So that may have played into it. But honestly, yo, the flavors, man. There's no way you couldn't bite into it and not be like, yo, this is uniquely Asian right here. It just had the flavors. It just made me think of just stepping into a Chinese restaurant and just, when something is just unique to a place and a culture. I bit into that, and I was in China, man. I was in China. So honestly, I'm going back. And also as well, even though I said like some of the pork was a bit dry, to be fair, like I said, I did go like in the last 20 minutes. So I was no doubt getting the dregs of whatever was left. Probably the meat that's been sitting down all day, or maybe flipping the meat was reheated and all of that type of stuff. But honestly, it was beautiful. So Lord knows what it'll taste like when the stuff is super fresh and I come earlier on in the day, I'll go back just for that one. And also I want to try the beef and the duck one, But yeah, price-wise, wasn't even that bad. It was like about maybe £7 something, I think. £7, either £7 something or £8 something. Wasn't massive at all. So, you know, for the size, no, you know what? Because that being said, up in Chinatown as well. So we're basically talking central London. Even, yeah, for what I got, it wasn't tiny. But even for like £7 or £8, not crazy expensive, you know. Like they could actually charge more, and particularly for the taste alone, they could definitely charge a lot more. They could take the absolute piss because of their location. But again, I get the feeling it's a very small place, little hole in the wall, very kind of quick and easy food. So I think that's maybe kind of why and how they managed to kind of keep the cost down. Because yeah, it could be a lot more. It's not like super cheap, but it's relatively cheap for where it is, you know. It would be nice if the thing was just a little bit bigger, but honestly, it was nice, man. It was really flipping nice. So I'll be going back. Kung Fu Burger, worth checking out. And then oh yeah, because I went to Kung Fu Burger, and then I went to Donatello afterwards, picked up my 2 donuts, and then kind of went on my way. I did end up spending money. Felt like I kind of had to. It was almost obligated. Probably didn't need to buy the donuts, but yo, did it now. I will enjoy. And yeah, then made my way back. Yeah, home now. Thirsty. My drinking has been absolute garbage today, so I need to make up for that. So yeah, need to go have something to drink. Have a shower and just chill. So, because look, the time is 8 minutes past midnight now, like an idiot. So yeah, down to my own yapping, enemy of progress that I am. Anywho, crypto market is still fully in the bin as well. Yeah, market's not looking pretty. It's not looking pretty at all. But anywho, I'm gonna leave it there, man. So unfortunately, that is day 1496 being uploaded late on day 1400. Wait, sorry, it's day 1496. Unfortunately, being uploaded late on day 1497. I'll catch you later on today for day 1497.